Hey guys, my name is Dave from DT Unboxed, and in this video I'm going to be doing a review and unboxing of the new Brother P-Touch Cube Pro label printer. Now, I'm going to be showing what you get in the package, but I'm also going to be showing you how to print your labels and how you can design them in the accompanying app. So without any further ado, let's jump into the unboxing and see what we get. So let's see what's inside. And as you can tell, the packaging itself isn't anything fancy. It's just natural cardboard. So let's open it up, and there's our P-Touch Cube Pro. What else is inside? So that's the battery for the unit. It's nice that it's removable, so in the future, if the battery does die, you can easily replace it. We got 36mm wide tape, and that is one of the advantages of the Pro model over the older models, which is that you can print labels up to 36mm wide as opposed to 24 on the older models. Apart from that, you got your typical instruction manuals and warranty cards, and there's also a USB Type-C to USB Type-A cable in there for charging the device and the battery. So let's have a closer look at the unit itself. Now it's got a decent weight to it, so it feels like a good product. It's not going to be the most portable thing, but the thing is that the design is great, so it's not really an eyesore, so it can sit on your desk and actually look quite nice. So let's just take that off. So on this side, we've got the power button here. We've got the USB charging port, and that's pretty much all there is to it. And that's where all the labels are going to come out. So I'm just going to open it up and put the cartridge in. Let's just pop our battery in first. So it just slides in like so. And to install the cartridge is as simple as just pulling that tape out a tiny bit, align the holes, and slot it in like that. And we are good to go. Now there is a little window here so you can see the roll of tape on the inside. And so anyway, I'm going to download the app and then show you how it works. So now I'll show you the P-Touch Cube Pro in action with the app. Now the app is really great, very easy to use. So once you have it downloaded, you'll first have to connect to your P-Touch Cube Pro in the settings here. I've already connected, but just make sure your Bluetooth is on. So it doesn't need Wi-Fi, which is great. So this is completely portable. You can just use this anywhere your phone is. On the home screen, you'll find a whole bunch of pre-made templates ready to go. So these are all great looking templates that you can use straight off the bat, but I'm just gonna create my own label just to show you how the editor works. So you can add 3 different types of objects: text, clip art, and images. Clip art are these, cute little emojis here, and images is, images from your phone. So let's just add some text first. And to change the fonts and the font sizes, you can tap up here, and there's a wide range of fonts that you can choose from. So the colors actually depend on what tape you use. This isn't a color printer of any sorts, so it does sort of go down to what tape that you buy for the labeler. But anyway, I'm just gonna center align that, and I'll add a second line of text. Now, as far as I'm aware, you can only add 2 lines of text, one on top of the other. So right now, I've got 2 objects side by side, but if I want the second text object underneath, I'll just move it left, and now it's underneath that first object. And I can move it again to realign it, but I'll put it underneath, and let's center align that and make the text a bit smaller. And finally, I'm just going to add an emoji. So let's add shuckers all around. So let's move that to the front. And that's our label. Now, in terms of settings here, you can adjust the tape length. Right now it's auto, so it's going to just adjust it to whatever the content size is. But if I wanted some extra space either end, I'd set an exact tape length. So let's go 110mm. So it's given us a bit of a margin left and right. Let's try 120 actually. That looks a bit better. You can add a frame as well. You can choose your tape color depending on the tape that you have inserted into the P-Touch Cube Pro. And then the other settings are tape width and the text direction. So we could spin that text if we wanted to, and label alignment. Let's make it center. You can also go into print settings, and if you tap check media, it'll automatically detect what tape is in the P-Touch Cube Pro, and it will reflect that on the app, which is cool. So now let's print that off. Let's go to options, and then you can go to cut options. Now I'll show you the different modes in a sec, but first off, half cut will cut a soft line on the back of the label, so it's easier to peel your label off. It won't actually cut the label in half altogether. So let's just print 2 of them and see how it goes. Now it prints at 20 mils per second, I believe. So that's the first one. And there's my 2 labels. Now, as I mentioned before, what half cut does is it does a soft cut on the back of your label, so it's really easy to just peel off that backing. Now I printed 2 labels there, and what it also does is do a soft cut in between your 2 labels so that you can peel that off like so. But it will be contained on the one bit of tape still. So let's try the other option where you go print 2 copies, but we'll go auto cut, and this will actually chop every single label for us. So it's a bit more handy if you want to do individual stickers and can't be bothered peeling every single one at a time. So let's try that. So you can see after it's printed, it will chop it automatically for me, as opposed to the non-auto cut, which has kept it on the same tape. So there you have it. Really, really simple to use. I'm gonna have a lot of fun labeling everything around the house. The P-Touch Cube Pro version takes tape up to 36 millimeters in width. So you can see it's actually really, really wide. So there's a lot you can do with this. But there you have it. If you have any questions, then please do let me know. But the app is super easy to use, and you can even go and see your print history, what you've printed in the past. So you don't have to recreate the label every single time you do it. You can just adjust the old ones that you've made if you're happy with ones that you've done in the past. I hope you guys enjoyed the review and demonstration of the Brother P-Touch Cube Pro. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the P-Touch Cube Pro can take labels up to 36 millimeters in width. So those are quite big labels. And of course, it'll print labels thinner than that as well. You just need to buy the right cartridges for that. I guess the one downside is that if you do want to print labels of different thicknesses, then you have to swap the cartridges in and out. But that's more or less the same for all the other P-Touch models as well. If you have any questions about this label printer, then please leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, I'd love it if you could hit that like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time on DT Unboxed. Cheers.